Razor River has been, in scope, the largest project I've done so far. The original concept started as just a prototype trailer. We blew up my car, made a monster, and dived in a river. The end product is an entire full-length feature and has been waiting an entire year to be revealed. This is the making of Razor River. Everyone undertook various tasks doing whatever I needed them to.
Okay, the red dot is blinking.
Okay, just keep it on.
Yep.
So whenever I was in a shot, I either had the camera on a tripod or someone else was moving the camera, if movement was even necessary.
You're doing great, buddy. Were you even recording?
Yeah. Oh, you were? Okay.
I was forced into this family, and I was forced into this movie. And I was forced into this question, so I have to answer it. What was the question? You just gotta be able to bear through it.
Is it hard? Is it torture?
That's all it is. It's not hard.
When we shot Thunder Island, we just left the alligators there, so I don't know if this is something you want to just... He's only got half a head, actually, but in the shot you can't tell. There's an immense amount of detail put into even just the background and things. That's what artists do, right? Put all our energy into stuff that doesn't even really matter.
This is the biggest aspect of the film that makes it unique. It isn't all shot by the same person. Whoever was with me had the responsibility of spontaneously partaking in almost every role. It wasn't disorganized or confusing either. It was a combined work effort.
It's fiberglass underneath, and then the body is black silicone, and so it... Okay, now this shot here, you don't have to use the GoPro, you need to stabilize the boat.
I'm telling you, they pull out their phones on set, and this is what they do. Hey Dad, wanna see what I just found on the internet?
I'm about to say it. Wow, you just kind of...
We're in the middle of one of the most important scenes
I
in the
don't
film.
give a crap.
This got real.
Am I the only one that cares about the rules?
Almost like if you were a evil, ugly monster, that's what you'd look like. How much do you think you spent on him?
How much money?
Yeah, how much do you think making him?
$200.
So let's see that we got this side of his face is painted red, and then this other side, show us the other side, is not. So depending on what we use. Zach is our Doug Jones. Up vertical. There you go. Yep.
Oh, wasn't he going like the arm straight out?
Yeah, but he's looking down the barrel.
I can't see any of that. I'm framing that out. Why did you bring her?
Hey, grab that tub with the fingers in it.
Well, don't walk on the stage.
Zach, what are your first words outside of this?
It's gonna pass out.
I need a back brace.
That probably won't even make it into the movie, but
What?
I didn't hit record.
it wasn't in the script either.
Okay, let's try that one more time, okay?
Okay.
A very early draft of the film included the boat much more frequently. I had the idea of a Fury Road on water, so the boat was another character to the story.
Oh, your foot's gonna be the only thing? I thought your hand was gonna assist it too.
Let him try and do it his way first.
All right.
And if that doesn't work, then we'll try it again another way.
Boom, another knock. You gotta like push it farther.
Let's try it where my hand is maybe framed out,
Yep.
and then I'll just try and put it.
Ready and pow. All right, go.
That's kind of cool watching that just go down.
Nick allowed us to borrow his boat for a few weeks, and for free. Once we got into the water, there was only one person with free hands to steer it.
Put that barrel in the back.
So this experiment is so far going pretty well. Papa's knee deep in the water.
Not unlike when we had to film from the outside of the car and Finding the Invisible Man.
Come on! There you go. Elbow thing.
Oh, you're such a G.
Where's the bottom? Oh my god! Oh my god!
Man up. You're still going, Zach?
Yeah.
There's some.
And the paparazzi.
You want to get just a shot of the empty boat? Say, you should get a shot of one of those little cottonwood floaty things coming down and follow it.
Oh, that's cute, yeah. Oh, give me my backpack. The script is in that. I think I got it wet in the shot, too. My feet feel like sponges. There's so much water in them.
Sometimes other boaters would float past us in the water, so we constantly had to pause the tape just to wait for them, along with passing cars in the background and an upcoming bridge.
Gosh, and no matter where I go, I can see movement. I can see people, cars.
Me and my dad spent a weekend sleeping at the farm a few hours away to shoot all 17 scenes that we were scheduled to film there.
Here's somebody's outside.
As soon as we got there, we realized how many little things were going wrong. It was at least 80 degrees every single day, even at night. In a scene where his performance required an anger-driven reaction, he accidentally whips the prop into his back.
Ah, god damn it!
And I didn't even have to ask him to act, because he wasn't.
I think this trip has been driving him quite insane. He started to threaten the cows.
My best comedy, and these cows didn't even crack a smile. Oh, the chickens, they're eating the cow corpse.
Are you serious?
And sure enough, the scorpion stings it anyway. Beat on me. You're gonna be a star.
There were times when we had to stop shooting altogether just so Sam could stop to save a bug or examine a frog.
Look at those eyes. He deserves to be a star.
She loves very colorful things, so it was kind of hard to get her to only wear black. The green was supposed to reflect her attachment to nature. As much as technology plays a part in the film, nature also has its beautiful and evil elements. The message is that there's a duality to all things, and nothing is absolute. Her character has no lines whatsoever, so I had to rely on other things to communicate what she is. Perfect. I wanted very strange and extravagant locations to define her.
We're currently going to the witch hut location site near the airport. There's a lot of safety things to observe. Evacuation assembly area. Why do I feel like I'm getting rained on?
Why is it like springing out of the side?
You know what would be cool?
What?
Blow that tree up. Oh,
It looks like the tree in Blade Runner.
Yeah, I wouldn't know because I haven't seen that movie. Bro, I haven't even seen The Revenue. There. And put these all up right there.
Okay. Charmel cocklets.
Very smart.
All right, guys, come on. Just a few more left here. Come on.
Alright, we got our generator fixed up to all of our wonderful gadgets laying around. Looking good. I've shot this scene once. If this doesn't work, I have a fallback, you know. Tree breaks.
There was some dude that walked past and there was like, there's a bunch of idiots over there doing something. Yeah, but can you hold his hand?
On the phone or something, or to
No,
you?
he talked to someone as they walked by and he was like, yeah, there's another one up there, and he pointed at me.
What kind of people are over here?
The people of the world, man.
Oh, Zach.
You like that smell?
Smells like a dead body.
Like this, kind of.
Yep, just like that.
Can you come spray some bug spray on my legs?
You don't be suffer anymore than I need to.
Say, move over to the left a little bit.
Come over here.
Alright, can I have my sock back?
Zach, pan from her to me, okay?
With her, the withholding that thing?
Yes. Just from her face to my face,
Oh.
to the reactions, okay?
What is my reaction?
Sam, how do you feel about your role in this film?
I think this is I don't know. I haven't really thought about it.
So how's the 10-minute monologue coming that you've been memorizing?
I think it's interesting because it's different tones, but it's pretty much like a fart symphony.
The most interesting thing about her role is that we find her eating an animal corpse. We use flour, carrot syrup, and red food coloring to simulate the dead animal. But this is interesting because Sam is actually vegan. We had to remove the beach we were on because we're supposed to be in the middle of the woods, but realistically it's a bad idea to make fires in the woods, so I split screen my character in, and voila! When I told her that all her scenes were finished, she replied with a simple,
I'm sad.
You sad?
We only filmed like 3 different times.
Well, you got all your scenes down now.
Guess I'm just not a main character.
You are a main character.
I was all together making this movie and, you know, I didn't get paid at all. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Your character plays a pivotal role, though.
Yeah.
You're a key to my character's change, which is the main plot.
Yeah. I'm just a prop.
No, plot.
Oh, fuck.
There was one trip where she couldn't make it, and I found a wonderful location just for a single shot. So I brought along Zach's friend Caleb to double.
You think she likes me?
I always loved working with him. He's a very easy listener, a director's dream.
I guess I'm filling in for Sam today. I feel like I'm a little bit too thick for the role. I don't think Sam has these calves.
Here's the glory behind this shot here. I'll cut away to it in this behind the scenes footage here, but we got a wrong stunt double with red shoes, and then I'm wearing the wrong shoes too. I'm wearing my personal boots. We're getting eaten alive, so we're gonna move in here. Caleb! What are you doing?
A man's gotta do what a man's gotta do.
Besides, him and Zach always loved to tag along just for the fun of it.
Once he's
I don't know how he sleeps like that.
I mean, he's like 10 times as athletic as any of us, so.
What you mean?
There was one instance where Caleb saved Razor River for the good. The most expensive scene that we ended up doing was 3 hours away. We did all the makeup in the car, and once we got there, I'd realized we probably shouldn't have picked a family-friendly place to shoot. I had a few raw eggs that I spit out to simulate vomit. And then I realized I was wearing the wrong jacket after we'd already left. So after a bad reshoot, I ended up using the footage with the wrong jacket but covered it up with a digital foreground. I ended up liking it so much I put it in the trailer. I'd shot films with Nico before, but not like this. He had very bad vision, so he wore these glasses everywhere. And when he had to take them off in costume, his depth perception made it difficult to see and interact with the props around him, especially since he was trying to keep the boat from steering too much to the side with his shovel.
Job is to stabilize the boat. Grab the boat with both hands and keep it from doing this or this. You want to keep it straight. We just don't want to get the people along the edges.
All right, action, Nico. Say it again. Action. One more time.
It's only about another mile.
You're gonna see them. You're gonna.
Yeah, I'm gonna pan over though. So can we swing him this way?
Yeah. Let's just wait though, because otherwise it.
Oh, there it is.
Potential for the background flashes of stuff going on there. Okay, here we go. Yep. Keep filming them. We got about 30 feet till we hit the shore.
Nico, you're in a rush and you're panicked. You
technically skipped.
No, it didn't.
Zach's going with the one that feels like this more.
Go for right where it's dirty. It gets slippery.
Watch out, watch out.
Ah, that's a boat. Let's see.
That's the shot right there.
That's the thing. That's it, we're done.
Film, you never see me and Nico in the same shot until he's dead. Because me and Nico's character don't have a real bond or connection whatsoever. We're not really on the same page, therefore not even in the same shots. Shooting the climax of the film was an absolute nightmare because I'd never been in that dense of rain for that long, especially not with the expensive equipment I had on hand.
My concern is when you're running the wet rocks.
I got some water shoes.
Okay.
I had a stunt double do the jump and it all went perfectly fine.
Hot damn.
All right, you up to doing it one more time, or are we good?
Yeah. Let me do
Right.
something else this time just for the hell of it.
Kelly?
Got lucky as shit on that one.
That's not a phone, is it?
That's my wallet.
Oh. Like I felt something like hit my button. And I'm like, shit. And then I'm like searching frantically under the water for
Oh,
it.
man.
Oh. So I caught it.
Good, good. Oh my God.
So it was out of your pocket?
It was out of my
Shorts that I had got all wet, so I had to wear my flamingo swimming shorts that I had.
When did you change?
Like my shorts?
Real buff.
The next time we went out to film, my monitor wouldn't work. Water damage. I had to shoot the remainder of the film through the viewfinder. This was the worst thing to happen on set. After everything dangerous that we'd done, it was water that came to dread the production.
Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, I'm gonna pull the camera.
I don't really want to do it again. Based on
It's funny, you're on
the after effect.
You can't start gas on fire. It's the fumes that start on fire. No, gas burns.
After all the adventures written out in the script had wrapped principal photography, the journey was over, and the world I'd created was finished. Probably forever.
We do this stuff not for the glory, but for the legend. To keep our names going long after we're gone from this world.
Once Spielberg learned that I was eating Earls, he switched from Cheetos to Earls. So Spielberg eats Earls now too.
Really? Are you Spielberg's inspiration or what?
Yep. Spielberg and yeah,
John Carpenter too, right?
John Carpenter, George Lucas.
They all ate these?
They're all inspired by me.
What?
I'm a visionary mastermind.